Deepwoken is a game with little to no handholding, and most notable of all, has a permadeath mechanic, meaning if you lose your character, they're gone for good, unless mom and dad have $10 to give you laying around. But hey, most of the time, when the build is gone, it's gone. There's no saving them. We just can't get them back. And for a long time, the game felt, let's say, scarier than it does now. See, for the most part, people didn't know anything about Deepwoken the first couple months of the game, let alone how to fight monsters. I mean, there are people to this day that still struggle to do things like Sharkos or Owls. Okay, imagine how we felt when the game first came out and we had never seen them before. The depths was a slaughter. You had to be clutching at your inventory, huddled together with your friends. And honestly, I left a few friends behind. No man left behind. Not in my guild, man. I left a few people behind, and you know what, too? A motherfucking angel, okay? Things were desperate back then. And what made it even worse was the corrupted bell. See, for the longest time, the corrupted bells around the map served as the poor man's hell mode, because we just didn't have hell mode. What these bells do once you've rung them, not only does it increase the rate of spawns in the depths, kind of like Ring of Curses, but it also ensures that everything that spawns from then on is a corrupted mob. Now, to a player now, that just makes no sense. Why would you do that? There's really no point in having that aside from a larger chest. But back in the day, when you got luck from killing corrupted mobs, this was really the only way to progress without going into the overworld and tearing kids apart like you were the Terminator. You just had to farm corrupted mobs. And that didn't go too well. A lot of the time, you were going to lose your life. If you were ringing the bell, be ready to say goodbye, because your build ain't going to make it out. And it was a fun little mechanic. It's this happy medium between Hell Mode, which is something that's supposed to be very intense. You can only really do Hell Mode with a group and on a build that's like PvE centered around like, okay, power 20, I got the Evan Spear, the Buzz Lightyear Clone Trooper build, Evan Spear chilling, I'm ready to go. It offered a more moderate option where you could still farm the depths and have that extra level of difficulty, but the reward also, it gave enough compensation that it made sense. Nowadays, doesn't do anything. Why would you ring a bell to summon more corrupted mobs when you can just do Hell Mode? Okay, luck doesn't exist, so you don't really need to be farming them for like the means of progression. They just sort of sit forgotten. Now, I think a cool way to reintroduce these bells into the game would be to have them act as sort of multipliers. By ringing these bells, you can increase the difficulty of Hell Mode, and in turn, this increases the rarity and the amount of rewards you get. And when I say increase the difficulty of Hell Mode, in the simplest terms, this would simply revert Hell Mode to its previous versions, with things such as corrupted enforcers, corrupted squibbos, corrupted mama crocs. The enforcer is able to use enforcer pool during Hell Mode. It would increase maybe the damage that the mobs are doing. It would increase the amount of mobs. It would increase the amount of spawns. Maybe they can tweak the aggro on monsters. Currently with Hell Mode, if you're not right in front of the monster, they don't aggro to you. So a lot of the times, if you just move like one section at a time, a lot of what's spawned in is just going to leave you alone. I think it would be a cool little way to sort of reintroduce these bells to the game, give them another purpose besides just looking cool, and sort of flush out Hell Mode a little more. Maybe increase the rarity again of relics that are dropping, or if you've rung all the bells and then start Hell Mode, you're guaranteed 2 to 3 star weapons and loot only. I think that'd be cool. I don't know. I'm spitballing. Tell me what you think below in the comments, and y'all have a blessed day. Cheers.